Welcome back to the Nap Lab. Today we are reviewing the base version of the Helix Dawn. Helix mattresses come in 3 tiers, the Core, Luxe, and Elite versions, where Elite is the highest end model. In April 2025, Helix updated their entire mattress line with new covers, materials, design changes, and more. The 2025 version of the Helix Dawn is 11.5-inch hybrid mattress made of polyfoam pocketed coils and a quilted cover with a design that prioritizes back and stomach sleepers. This means it comes with a notably firmer feel. Will it also work for side sleepers? And is the regular version of the Dawn worth getting, or should you spring for one of the upgraded tiers? Let's jump into the review and find out now. Here is the performance scorecard that results from our data-driven tests. As you can see, the Dawn performed quite well in most areas. Cooling and Sex both received 9.0s, while Edgeport earned a 9.6 and Company a 9.4. From there, Response Time received an 8.9, Off-Gassing 8.3, and Pressure Relief an 8.0, but the lowest score belongs to Motion Transfer at a 7.7. Altogether, the Helix Dawn earned an overall performance score of 8.66. This is just a bit better than the average performance score of 8.55 based on the 350 plus mattresses we tested to date. The Helix Dawn is available in a single firmness, 8 out of 10, which gives the mattress a firm feel. The firm feel is best suited to the needs of stomach and back sleepers. Most side sleepers should avoid the Dawn and firm mattresses in general. Next, we're going to talk through what the Helix Dawn does best. First and foremost, the mattress has a budget-friendly price. The base Helix Dawn model only costs $9.99 for a queen, and there are optional add-ons for better cooling and pressure relief. Second, edge support on the Dawn mattress is outstanding. I felt well supported in all sitting in lying positions directly at the edge. Third, sex performance on the mattress is excellent. With high bounce, excellent edge support and cooling, and good enough pressure relief, the Dawn has got everything we're looking for amorous activities. However, not all mattresses are ideal for all sleepers. Let's talk through the important consideration points for the Helix Dawn. First, this is not a good fit for most side sleepers. It simply creates too much pushback with its firm feel and doesn't allow for optimal support for side sleepers. Second, motion transfer levels were higher than I'd like to see. This is oftentimes the other side of the coin when a mattress has great bounce. In this case, it's a bit of a trade-off. Last, the Helix Dawn has good pressure relief, but it could be better. The Luxe and Elite versions of the Dawn both scored significantly better. Your body weight and sleeping positions impact the types of mattresses that are best able to support you. Our analysis is designed to help match the correct mattress to the right body types and sleep positions. Support on the Helix Dawn is excellent. During our test, I felt well supported on my stomach and back, though the firm feel created a little too much pushback on my side. The mattress is equipped with an 8-inch support layer. This is 0.08 inches thicker than the average support layer thickness of 7.92 inches based on all of our tests to date. The most important thing to know about the Helix Dawn is the firm feel. It's an 8 out of 10, where 10 is the most firm. Firm mattresses work well for many back and stomach sleepers. However, most side sleepers typically need a medium to medium firm feel. The firm feel can create too much pushback, which causes hips to be pushed out of alignment with the shoulders and neck and can create pressure points and support issues for side sleepers. The thinner than average 3.5-inch comfort layer further makes it a less than great choice for side sleepers. Moving on, this mattress is not zoned, meaning we have a consistent support from top to bottom. Based on all my tests to date, an analysis of the materials, and my subjective experiences, I'm confident that most sleepers will find support on the Helix Dawn to be excellent. Be sure to visit us over at naplab.com/mattress-quiz. There, you can submit your needs and preferences, and we'll send you back a personalized recommendation based on your inputs. Next up, we're going to move on to our individual performance tests. At Nap Lab, we test each mattress by analyzing according to 10 different factors that impact the feel, comfort, and performance. First up, we have our cooling test. To measure cooling, we lie on the mattress for 15 minutes, allow it to absorb body heat. Then we get off the mattress and take periodic measurements of the surface level temperature. Our tests show how the mattress retains and releases heat and overall cooling performance. Mattresses that breathe better, retain less heat, and sleep cooler are better as they allow sleepers to maintain a comfortable temperature. The Helix Dawn has excellent cooling. During our test, I did not feel any significant level of heat retention around my body. The Helix Dawn is a hybrid, which means we have a support base of pocketed coils. These coils bring air into the mattress and help to recycle heat. In addition, the mattress is equipped with high-performance, high-quality foams that all seem to breathe well and avoid excess heat retention. Notably, this mattress has an optional cooling cover that you can add for $300. Our version of the mattress did not include the cooling cover. We've tested other Helix models that have included the cooling cover and found it makes a notable improvement to cooling performance. So if you are a hot sleeper, it's definitely worth adding. In our objective temperature test, we measured a max surface level temperature of 90.9 degrees Fahrenheit. This is 1.0 degrees warmer than the average of 89.9 degrees based on all of our tests to date. After getting off the mattress, the temperature declined by 6.2 degrees from minute 0 to 1, which is 1.5 degrees cooler than the average 0 to 1 minute decline of 4.7 degrees. When we consider the combination of objective data, my subjective experiences, and an analysis of materials, I'm confident in my view that cooling is excellent. For the sinkage test, we lie on the mattress. In addition, we use a 12-pound medicine ball to test pressure point sinkage. Deeper sinkage can cause sleepers to feel overly enveloped by the material layers, while less sinkage can make you feel that you're sleeping more on top of the mattress as opposed to in it. Sinkage is a preferential factor. Some prefer more, others less. The Helix Dawn has moderate sinkage. During our test, we measured a pressure point sinkage depth of 2.05 inches. This is 0.16 inches less sinkage than the average sinkage depth of 2.21 inches based on all of our tests to date. The mattress creates only a slight level of body contouring. The hug is more restrained due to the more limited sinkage, firm feel, and thinner than average comfort layer. This type of feel can be ideal for those who prefer the firmer feel and don't want a mattress that overly hugs or envelops the body. Despite the more restrained hug, there is still some hug. This is in contrast to many firm mattresses that create so little hug, it instead feels that you're sleeping more on the mattress as opposed to sinking down in the mattress. To test motion transfer, we place one 12-pound medicine ball on one side of the mattress and drop another 12-pound medicine ball on the opposite side. In addition, we use an accelerometer to objectively measure the motion generated by the medicine ball drop. Lower motion transfer is better as it helps sleeping partners avoid disturbing each other during the night. The Helix Dawn has a moderate level of motion transfer. During our test, we measured a total acceleration range of 10.21 meters per second squared. This is 16% more motion transfer than the average of 8.81 meters per second squared. When we look at the materials, design, and feel, this increase in motion is not unexpected. The firm feel, more restrained hug, and more restrained sinkage are all creating the right material conditions to deliver increased motion and higher bounce. The Dawn creates more bounce than average, which also sets the stage for more motion transfer. This is not an issue with the Dawn specifically, but rather most firm mattresses in general. Firmer mattresses tend to create more bounce and more motion transfer. In our motion transfer chart, which visualizes our accelerometer data, we can see the highest motion peaks from 0 to 0.14 seconds. There is a small but notable secondary motion spike from 0.50 to 0.65 seconds, and by 1.01 seconds, we return to near zero levels of energy. Motion duration is slightly worse than average. Overall, motion transfer isn't bad, but certainly it leaves something to be desired as well. To test response time, we place a 12-pound medicine ball on the mattress. Once it's fully at rest, we then quickly remove it and objectively measure the amount of time it takes for the mattress to recover and resume its original shape. A faster response time is better, as quicker responding material layers better adapt to your changes in movement and prevent any type of a stuck feeling. The Helix Dawn is a mixed bag for material responsiveness with a very fast most recover time and a moderate fully recover response time. In our most recover test, we measured a recovery speed of 0.3 seconds, which is 0.1 seconds faster than the average of 0.4 seconds based on all of our tests to date. In our fully recovered responsiveness test, we measured a recovery speed of 1.1 second, which is 0.11 seconds slower than the average of 0.99 seconds. The Helix Dawn is a tale of two material types. First, we have the highly responsive polyfoams and pocketed coil. These layers are rebounding back to shape effectively instantly. Second, we have a layer of memory foam quilted within the cover. This layer is slower to recover to its original size after it's been compressed. It's this 0.75-inch memory foam layer that is slowing down the fully recovered response time. Absolutely, we hope to see faster material response than what we measured here, and yet these speeds are fast enough to create good ease of movement, especially when combined with the Dawn's firm feel. Overall, I don't expect response will be an issue for most sleepers. To run the bounce test, we drop a 12-pound medicine ball onto the mattress. We measure the maximum depth the ball sinks to before rebounding up, as well as the maximum height it achieved on the bounce. Bounce is a preferential factor. Some prefer more, others less. However, more bounce is typically better than less, as it improves ease of movement, aids in response time, and improves sex performance. The Helix Dawn has a high level of bounce. During our test, we measured a total bounce height of 10.23 inches. This is 1.27 inches more bounce than the average of 8.96 inches based on all of our tests to date. The Helix Dawn's firm feel is the primary driver of the higher than average bounce. In addition, the thinner than average comfort layer, more restrained sinkage, and limited use of memory foam are all helping to create higher bounce. Higher bounce greatly improves sex performance and also improves ease of movement, both being areas that the Dawn excels in. However, the higher bounce is also the reason for the increased motion transfer. As a result, there are pros and cons to consider when it comes to bounce. All that said, I do like to see bounce around 10 inches, as the benefits for ease of movement and sex performance are significant. For an assessment of edge support, I lie on and sit on the edge of the mattress to measure the level of support and compression. Less sinkage while sitting and lying directly on the edge of the mattress is better, as it creates a more supportive edge for sleeping, lounging, and amorous activities. The Helix Dawn has excellent sitting edge support and outstanding lying edge support. In our sitting edge support test, we measured a sitting sinkage compression of 3.75 inches. This is 0.2 inches less sitting sinkage than the average of 3.95 inches based on all of our tests to date. While lying directly on the edge of the mattress, I felt that support was outstanding in all sleeping positions. Certainly, the biggest factor helping to improve edge support is the firm feel. Firmer mattresses typically create more robust edge support, and that's exactly what we measured and experienced here. The Dawn is equipped with 2 rows of reinforced edge support coils along the left and right sides of the mattress. Notably, the mattress does not have reinforced edge support coils along the head and foot, so the head and foot of the mattress are notably worse for edge support. The choice to only have reinforced coils along the left and right edge is likely a cost-saving measure. Beyond the firmer feel and edge coils, we have an 11.5-inch total profile and high-quality foams, all of which are helping to create outstanding edge support. Our sex test uses a weighted formula to assess sex performance. Higher bounce and more supportive edges are the most important factors, with noise, pressure relief, and cooling being lesser weighted inputs. Mattresses with more bounce and better edge support perform better for sex, as do mattresses that don't make as much noise and are more comfortable to lie on. The Helix Dawn has excellent sex performance. Normally, this is the section where we talk about the pros and cons impacting sex performance. However, in the case of the Helix Dawn, there are no notable cons for amorous activities. Noise is minimal, cooling is excellent, and pressure relief is good. Edge support is quite robust with just 3.75 inches of sitting edge sinkage. The high supportive edge helps to extend the usable surface area of the mattress. Lastly, we have bounce with 10.23 inches of total bounce height, which is notably higher than the average bounce. More bounce is almost always better for sex performance, as the increase in bounce makes amorous activities easier and less strenuous. Overall, sex performance on the Helix Dawn is fantastic, and I expect most couples will find it more than satisfactory. Our pressure relief test is a measure of overall pressure relief performance. We analyze materials, layers, thicknesses, density, and design elements in conjunction with a subjective assessment of our experience while lying on the mattress. Mattresses with better pressure relief are able to create a more comfortable sleeping surface. The Helix Dawn has a good level of pressure relief. During our test, I felt no significant pressure points, and yet it's clear to me that pressure relief performance doesn't rise to the excellent or outstanding level. The mattress is equipped with 3.5 inches of comfort material, which is 0.76 inches less comfort material than the average comfort layer thickness of 4.26 inches based on all of our tests to date. Firm mattresses don't always struggle to create sufficient pressure relief, but that can often be the case, especially in the more budget-friendly price tier. Certainly, the Helix Dawn is within that budget-friendly price, and it has a firm feel. It also has a thinner than average comfort layer and material choices that, while budget-friendly, are limiting the pressure relief performance. In our pressure mapping test, we measured a max PSI of 0.85. Ideally, we want to see PSI within 1.0, but lower is better. Suffice to say, Helix Dawn is within the PSI range that we want to see. When I consider our objective pressure mapping test, material thickness, material quality, and my subjective experiences on the mattress, I'm confident most sleepers will find pressure relief to be good. To evaluate off-gassing, we assessed the mattress following the initial unboxing, taking a subjective measure of any strong smells. We monitored the mattress over a period of days until the mattress no longer has a strong odor. The Helix Dawn had a strong smell upon the initial unboxing. The mattress smelled for 6 days. This is 0.8 days shorter than the average smell duration of 6.8 days. The company score takes a look at the factors that may influence your experience with the mattress. Factors include length of the trial period, warranty, shipping costs, return costs, and country of origin. Helix mattresses come with a 100-night trial period and a lifetime warranty. Shipping and returns are both free. So, should you buy the Helix Dawn? I think the answer can be yes, provided you have certain preferences and needs. Most importantly, you're going to have to prefer a firm feel. With an 8 out of 10 firmness rating, the Dawn is substantially firmer and creates more pushback than your average mattress. More generally speaking, this makes it a fantastic choice for back and stomach sleepers. The Helix Dawn is also great for sex. The high balance and ultra supportive edge, along with other factors, make it particularly beneficial for amorous activities. Another benefit is the excellent cooling performance. Even without the expensive cooling cover that Helix offers, the Dawn shows less heat buildup and faster heat dissipation. In the end, I think the Dawn is a solid choice for sleepers on a budget of around $1,000. However, I would not recommend it for those who sleep on their side, as it just isn't going to create the right support dynamic or sufficient pressure relief. Well guys, that's it for this video. I hope you found it helpful. Comments or questions, please drop us those notes down below. If you're interested in buying the Helix, we've got a link in the description. For more from NapLab, be sure to get subscribed, ring that bell, and visit us over at naplab.com. As always, thank you so much for watching.